Hi, everybody. I'm so happy to have you with us this evening, and I'm so happy to have all of you here. I'm Lynn Millette, and I just have so much to tell you about tonight because we have experienced an amazing opportunity with this little stem cell patch. My friend Cindy Brennison, who you'll hear later, she is the one that introduced my husband and I to this patch, which has been a total blessing. So I don't know if you've been praying for something. Maybe it's better health, maybe it's a little more money. I don't know what you're praying for, but I know we were praying for better health. And so we found it in this little patch of X39. Here is a friend of mine, dear friend of mine, Patty Neely, and she is going to tell you a little bit more about the product.
On screen? Can you see me?
Yes, and we can hear you.
Okay, good. Okay, good. So, hi, everybody. Yes, I'm Patty Neely. Lynn and I have been friends for over 20 years. And yeah, the exciting, she's right. The word is exciting because when she initially called me, I was always open. I'm always a person who's open, who's always looking and who will listen to anything. But at the time, I didn't have the headspace to listen to anything. Well, she said to me, which I thought was interesting, I have something I think you're going to want to look at. And I thought, oh, I said, oh, okay, sure. What is it? And so she said, well, let me send you some information. Well, she did, and I didn't look. And I was busy with some things with life. And she called back about a month later and she said, have you had a chance to look at this? Well, there was something in her voice that was a little bit different. And I've known her a long time, so I know her approaches. So I didn't look again. And the third time I thought, wait a minute, there's something going on here. She must know something I don't know. So I just better sit down and listen. Well, I did. And I got really, really excited. And not that I understood everything that was happening, but I still got really excited because there was something here that just made sense to me, and it wasn't hype and it wasn't marketing. So I got so excited from her sharing her testimony. I hadn't tried the product yet. I got so excited from her telling her testimony with Guy, and I lived around the corner from them in Georgia, so I know what he went through. And then when she shared with me about her granddaughter, I literally was ignorance on fire. I just ran around trying to share it with everybody that I could because I wanted to help everyone. I'm thinking if this is going to do something for him, if this is going to do something for little Bella, then what's it going to do for people that I love? So I finally got my patches. And I was about 6.5 weeks. I didn't know why it took so long for me, but I noticed some things because I was constantly in pain. So I guess tonight I'm supposed to ask you guys, have you been patched yet? And I lost the screen, Lila. There we go. Oh, Lila, Lynn, have you been patched? Well, I have been patched for about 2.5 years, and I'm very excited to talk to you about it. I think I'm actually more excited to talk to you about it now than I was 2.5 years ago. So we have, the patch will elevate, activate, and regenerate, and we'll get into that just a little bit more. Here's David Schmidt, our CEO and inventor. This man is remarkable. I don't know if you've ever heard him speak, but he is the most humble, heartfelt individual. It says he's got 200 patents. I think he's over 300 right now. He is a scientist. He is an inventor. He was specializing in age reversing and turned his focus to stem cell research and started developing this product, which took 10 years and $4.5 million to bring it to market. All right, there is a patent on this product. There's a lot of products, we've all been around a little while. There's a lot of products that overpromise and underdeliver because there's really no backup on it, just marketing. This has patented technology. It says that the embodiment of the invention, it can be worn anywhere on the body. It is provides phototherapy to the human body and results elevating our copper peptides, activates our stem cells, energy, so many different things. And we'll get into a little bit more about that, what it does, but it's all true. So how X39 works, it is a proprietary form of phototherapy. There is a patented nanocrystal technology. I want to get into that for just 1 second. Any of you who know me, and I know Lynn does, and she might giggle, but I'm a geek and I like to tear apart information and I like to understand things. So I looked into that a little bit and it said the molecular structure was specifically engineered in this little patch. So nothing can get through the patch into your system. And I thought, well, that's just fascinating. There's no drugs, no chemicals, no stimulants. It reflects light to activate. It is, as I just explained, non-transdermal, non-invasive, won't interfere with anything in your body that's going on right now. So the benefits of X39, I think there's what, 6 on here? I could probably list about 15 just for my own, my own health and my own testimonies, but it is optimum health and wellness, improved exercise performance, improvements in strength. I've noticed that. I'll be 75 this year. I feel stronger now than I did 5 years ago. You have more stamina, you have more energy, and there is absolutely, again, just no drugs and no stimulants. So on the X39 long-term results, pretty cool when you can think you can put this little patch on, the blessing of this little patch, which is my new best friend, by the way, that in a few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset. Your brain becomes balanced. I don't know about any of you, but I was experiencing a bit of brain fog, losing my car more so than I would like to admit, but I'm admitting now. Forgetting where I put my keys, forgetting where I'd laid papers down, that is all absolutely gone. The collagen increases, and I can attest to that personally because I had an arsenal of things in my cupboard and my bathroom, and my skin has never looked so good, which is a side benefit, but collagen is in every part of your body. It makes up every part of your body from head to toe. We need a lot of collagen. And as we get older, our collagen decreases. I believe it's 6 months that if you're wearing this patch for 6 months, your heart will reverse in age. And I think it's 8.2 years, which, goodness sakes, we've all been stressed. We've all had a lot of inflammation in our body before this came along. So to know that we are actually reversing in age, and we can legally say that, it is not anti-aging like every other product on the market is claiming. It is age reversing. So how to wear the X39. This one's going to take about 10 minutes because it's really hard. You peel the little stickers off on the back of this little patch and you put it anywhere on your body. You wear it for 12 hours, let your body start elevating, let it activate, let it regenerate. Then you take it off in 12 hours and you let your body start doing what it needs to do. So they're working in harmony. Your body's going to rest, it's going to repair, it's going to start rejuvenating, and you're going to have this nice symphony of beautiful things happening on your body. So the testimonies of X39 are emotional and they are life-changing. Okay, so this is where we get into it a little bit. I got to thinking about this and I thought, when you can make an impact in somebody's life by telling them to peel off these little backing on this, what looks like a Band-Aid, and stick it on their body and wear it, it puts gas in your tank. It helps you get fueled to go help other people. When you get phone calls with people calling you back that you have changed, transformed their life in one form or another, come on, guys, this is amazing. There's nothing that they have done. There's nothing that the doctor can give them in medicine that's going to do what this patch is doing. So it's exciting to run into people that you can help. Yay. So I personally have some testimonies of my own. I won't go into all of them because we will be here for a little while. I remember Jim Woodman said something like that. Um, I have had surgeries, car accidents, closed head injuries. I had arthritis, back problems, blah, 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 quite a few things. What I noticed is it started happening in layers for me. I noticed back pain started going away. Then I noticed that sciatica wasn't bothering me anymore, which not known anything you can do to get rid of that. And the most interesting thing, well, the sleep was a big deal as well, but the most interesting thing to me was I had a condition for 28 and a half years and it's gone. I never ever thought, I really wasn't even sure about this, to be truthful with you, that it was going to be gone, but it plagued me for 28 and a half years. It is absolutely 100% gone. So am I grateful that Lynn was a little persistent with me and kept calling her friend to make sure, hey, have you looked at this? You might want to look at this. Yeah, I'm very grateful. I'm very, very grateful. So this is it info is an amazing site that our team, this is it team, put together for us to have a landing page to take people to. It will give them a little explanation, a couple little short videos, very sophisticated. Take them to this site that's easy to understand. This site will satisfy the discernment of the most educated, doctors or scientists, if you will, or specialists, because it really is just an explanation scientifically of what's going on in this little patch. So it is wonderful. Oh, gosh, so many marketing companies, this part's kind of fun. So many marketing companies produce a product, then they push to get the product, for sale, and but the product is created to market it. This is not that way. This is kind of the opposite. The company has been around for 20 plus years. We are now in 75 countries, and the opportunity came because of the product. So it's kind of a reverse situation there. In 2021, the company was worth $20 million. In 2022, when This Is It teamwork got involved, it soared to 320 million. 2023 is 430 million. 24, 600 million. And this is a time when companies have been struggling and closing down, and our company's soaring. 2025, I don't think we hit a billion, but I know we were probably pretty close, and I'm pretty sure that's going to happen this year. But look at this, guys. We're now ranked number one in momentum. We are the number one product in the world. And the Biotech Award, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm a little excited about this. I was with Cindy on this one. I got really excited. First of all, I didn't understand what it really was until I looked into it. So the geeky part of me read read just a little bit more. And what this is there are 3 awards that this company gives out worldwide. They are extremely prestigious. And they highlighted LifeWave as a trailblazer in the life sciences world. And this is huge, guys. This is now validating all the work that LifeWave has done and everything that we have learned. And to audiences like scientists and doctors and universities, it just is crazy how important this is. So I was really, really excited to know that number one, David was recognized for everything that he's done. And number two, the world is now recognizing us to shape the future of biotechnology. Yeah. Lynn.
So, what's important in your life? Patty, friendship is important, and Patty has wonderful testimonies. She continues to just amaze me. We do want you to know that this product doesn't treat, cure, or heal anything, but you will hear amazing testimonies from all of us, including what she said, my husband and my granddaughter. So, what's important to you? Time. I know time, if you have children and you're busy, time's important. Security, for us, we're older. I'm going to be 79 this year. And, security is important to me to have a little bit of backup. And of course, better health and of course, less debt. This is near and dear to my heart because I was a flight attendant for 18 years, married a guy that owned tire stores. So he talked me into moving to Noonan, Georgia, so we could open a new tire store, and it was a conventional business. I just could not believe we had to hawk our souls to open that business. And the profitability was really skinny. It was very skinny, especially in the beginning. And so when we saw this opportunity business-wise, I don't know, maybe you're not interested in the business, but maybe you just like to be able to pay for your product. We have four people in our family on the product, so I like the idea of maybe looking into this part of it. Of course, when Cindy introduced me, I said, no, I'm not really interested in that until I saw what it did and I saw how many people in my family were going to be wearing it. So, low cost startup, risk free. It's got a 30-day money back guarantee, no brainer. And you make your own schedule and it has a 20-year track record. So if you look at the business around you, and like I said, we owned a Goodyear store, and I found myself over there working 7 to 7, which is not something I really wanted to do. And a lot of the things that are out there, there were tires. Tires, you can have any kind of tire you want. You can go to a different tire store. But the market is really oversaturated with illegitimate products. And when I say illegitimate, I mean that there are products out there that, like Patty said, haven't won the awards, haven't been scientifically proven. So some of those products, the problems to solve are poor health and wellness, which we all can relate to. LifeWave offers a patented product. That's the most important thing you could have. It's a duplicatable business model. My husband chose Goodyear. I wanted Guy's Tire Store, but he said, no, we want to be with a company that represents excellence, which LifeWave does. And we also want a company that has a duplicatable business model in case we wanted to open more stores. So how does this work? Like I said, when I first looked at this, I was just interested for the health. I really wasn't interested to learn that much about the business. But what I found out was it has a very lucrative business opportunity that you don't have with a conventional business, like I mentioned. The paid ranks, you can start out, you can make $1,500 a week. That's a week. And that actually goes up to $25,000 a week. And basically, how you do that is just like we did. You just share it with your friends, share it with your family, and it's word of mouth marketing. So here is this is this and this is so amazing, you guys. If you could just, I know you're not going to understand this, but if you could wrap your head around this, the company wants you. Like I said, I wasn't interested at first about the money till I found out I was going to have four people on this product. And so I thought, this is amazing. So in the first 48 hours, you can become what's called a manager. And all you're going to do is share it with two people in your family or two of your friends. And what you're going to do is put them on the advanced package and put them on an auto subscription. And you're going to make $25 a week for 8 weeks. That is $200. Plus, you're going to make a product product, oh gosh, product introduction bonus, which is going to be another couple of, is 35 and 35. So what? $70, another $70. So right there, you've made $270 just by sharing with just the people in your family and friends that need this. Oh, Cindy, can you go back? I'm sorry. Um, I forgot to tell you the exciting part is if you just share it with two more people, this is like off the charts. So that would be four people, the first two people, and share it with two more people. You're going to make $50 a week for 8 weeks. Okay. So $50 a week for 8 weeks, that's going to be $400. And then you're going to make $75 for each person you put in, which is going to be a product introduction bonus. So you have actually paid for your product in the first few weeks. This was really interesting. We certainly did not have this at Goodyear store. We have actually 9 ways of making money in this business. The first way I showed you, which is a product introduction bonus, then you can also then earn your income by doing the becoming a manager in your first 8 weeks. And here you can, when you get you're going to be introducing your family and friends, and you're going to get a percentage. The company is going to award you, and I mean, we are so privileged to have this, award you a percentage of the business that you create. So if you're creating a one-star director, you get 5% of that, all the way up to 7%, 6 people down. So if your mother knows somebody else and your aunt knows somebody else, you're going to get a percentage of all the business volume. I know you don't understand this, but all the business volume that you create, guess what? You're going to get a percentage of that, and you can make up to $20,000 in that matching bonus. So here's what I said earlier. When you have a business, the idea, I wrote down this because I have always loved this statement. Would you rather have 1% of 100 people or 100% of one person? So that's called duplication. So you want to duplicate your efforts, but you're busy and you may not have a lot of time. So what we have is what Patty mentioned earlier. We have a system. Just like Goodyear had a system, only Goodyear we had to pay exorbitant amount of money for that system. This system is free. So what you're going to do is you're going to just introduce this product to your friends and family, and then you're going to plug them into a system, and then they're going to do the same thing. And we all just do the same thing. It's very simple. It's the simplest thing I've ever done. So here's the patch. So here's the what we call this is we call this buying wholesale. If you notice on here, it has a 30-day money back guarantee. So when you come on board, let's say you're just interested in just getting started just on the product, and there's just one of you, and you come in with the core. So you get 3 sleeves for $2.95. And then I think the next slide tells me a little bit more about that. So when you come in, okay, the benefit if you're wanting to do like we did, we wanted to start a business after we found out about it. When we first came in, we didn't understand it, but very quickly we jumped up to the premium. So the premium gives you the most cost-effective way to go. The sleeves are $87.50, and you get 20 sleeves, and then you don't order any product for 6 months. You have a little 6 month leeway, and you have plenty of products to share with your family and friends. And we say share because we don't give product to our family or friends. What we do is we loan them a sleeve, and then when they get theirs, then we get our sleeve back from them. I just sponsored a girl this week, and she was going away. So she said, can I gave her a sleeve, and I said, this is a loaner and your sleeves will be in just a few days. And she said, well, why don't I just have them sent to your house, and then you can take your one sleeve back and you can give me the balance. So that's what I did. So the advanced package is 11 sleeves, and the cost is very cost effective, $88.64. The advanced package is $535, $89.17, and then, as I said, the core package, introductory level package is $295, which is $98 a sleeve. Now you're going to get a product introduction bonus for everybody that you introduce this to. You're going to get 35, and then you're going to get 75, 165, and $405 just for introducing this. I mean, that is amazing. So, you're going to then get a sleeve a month, and that way you'll have your product coming in and you won't be without it. So as I mentioned earlier, this is it team and this is it info. What is that? This is it info is the deep dive into all the product technology. And like Patty said, she's a geek. She wanted to know everything. And I'm the opposite. I just want to have fun and I want to feel good and I want to wear the patch and I want to help people. So what I did is I could send her to this, and that way she could take a deep dive into all the information.
I
But
could
one
geek
thing
out.
my husband was interested is how to do this. Where is the system? Where is how to do it and how to teach people to do it, the duplication system. So we have thisisitteam.com, and that is our system. It is a gift to you from Steve and Gina Merritt of This Is It Team. There is no cost to learn how to build this business, which is amazing. So this is really good. Now's the time to make your move. Most of us, if you're like me, are a procrastinator. And, think about, are you wanting better health? And are you going to wait for that to happen? No, you're not going to wait for that to happen. When Cindy told us about this, my husband had been suffering in pain for 18 years. And I wasn't going to wait. We said we trusted her, and we said, "Yeah, we're gonna just send us now." And so she did. And we were not in the same town, so I couldn't borrow anything from her. But I sent I s- oh okay. The premium is 90 days till auto ship, not 6 months. I'm sorry. Yeah, I did do that. I made a mistake. Um, the advantage of doing this is that all of us can do it and we can make mistakes. So when you order what she was telling me is that when you order the premium package, you have 90 days without having to order a package instead of 6 months. But what we learned is that is the premium package is what we all aspire to do. Even if you get started on a lesser package, you can upgrade and all you do is pay the difference. So it's really a great deal. So let's say, are you serious about your dream? If you're serious about your dream, and if most importantly, are you serious about your health, I would suggest that you don't procrastinate, that you go ahead and get on the product wholesale. The person who invited you on the call tonight can get you the product for wholesale. They can also get you the product with a 30-day money back guarantee. It's like a no-brainer. So do this tonight. Order your product. Get started on your product. If you're local with somebody that invited you, get them to loan you some patches and just get started. And that's what we did. I love this. LifeWave has a disclaimer, and I think every company that's reputable should do that. I think they should have a disclaimer. This is general. The product is basically for general wellness and intended only to maintain or encourage a general state of health or a healthy activity. The contact provided by LifeWave, and it goes on to tell you that this is just I'm sorry, a general wellness. And then the next one is obviously when we opened our Goodyear store, nobody could promise us that we would sell one tire. So this income that we tell you about is all available to you. It's the simplest thing I've ever done. But for you, you're going to have to do a little work, and it takes a little effort. And that's what they're telling you. They're telling you, don't listen to people that say this about these businesses that, oh, it's a get rich quick scheme. It's not that at all. It's a wonderful business with wonderful product, and you have an opportunity to, first of all, pay for your product, and second of all, to earn a considerably big income. Now, this is the most important thing we have. As I told you, we have a system. And we have coming up in this summer, in August, we have Unstoppable, which is our convention. We have two conventions a year. One is we just had it. It's in Las Vegas, and this one is in Orlando. So everybody's able to go to this. It's the most important thing you can do because it's the training system, and you get to be around the people that are building it. Everybody is so down to earth. Everybody is so real, and everybody's there to help you. So they have a special savings right now. If you go to thisisitteam.com, you can save $100 off any package, and all you have to do is put Bahamas 100 because they just were all on a Bahamas trip. So put Bahamas 100 and save $100 on the convention. And you can just put some money down. You don't have to pay for the whole convention. Just put it down. It's in the largest Marriott, I think, in the world. It's either in the country or the world, I'm not sure, but it's one of the largest Marriotts. And Steve and Gina have rented the Marriott for us to have our convention. I have not missed one convention since I've been with LifeWave. So I hope you'll be with us.